Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball. Nuggets Baseball is live on gpnuggets.com and is produced by J-Re Sports and PlayActionSportsMedia.com. Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball and the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week. Grants Pass Nuggets Baseball online at gpnuggets.com is presented in part by Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions, People's Bank, Southern Oregon Sanitation, Riverside Ready Mix, Affordable Truck and RV, Grants Pass Tire Pros, CPI Copeland Paving, Jim Siegel Auto, Applegate Well Drilling, Evergreen Federal Bank, Mach Ford, Timber Country Coca-Cola, Les Schwab Tires, and by DNS Harley Davidson. Join us here on gpnuggets.com for all Area 4 League baseball games with the Nuggets. This is Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Baseball. Now, let's take you to the ballpark.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm Josh Eldridge. Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball and GP Nuggets TV online at grantspassnuggets.com, powered by Les Schwab Tires and produced by J-Re Sports and PlayActionSportsMedia.com. Welcome to the Grants Pass Nuggets Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Tonight, the Nuggets get a chance for revenge as they play the first-place Willamette Valley Titans of Springfield. The Titans swept the Nuggets at the All Sports Park on Monday, outscoring GP 26-9 in 2 games. It was the defense, or the lack of defensive execution, that faltered for the Nuggets, committing 7 errors in the doubleheader. For Grants Pass to snag a win or 2 this evening on the road, they have to clean up the defense and execute on that side of the ball. The Nuggets have lost 4 straight league games and 5 overall since losing a pair of games to the Challengers in Eugene Wednesday night. Eugene took the opener 9-2. Then GP opened with the nightcap in a bang early with Tyler Runn's double and an RBI single from Nick Bassendorf. Followed a few innings later by Braden Bellum's 3-run home run, giving the Nuggets a 6-1 lead. However, Eugene answered the call with a big 7-run 5th inning. Rallied for the sweep, taking an 8-6 win over Grants Pass on Wednesday. The Nuggets have been shorthanded all year, and especially after Cade King's season-ending right shoulder injury. The Nuggets have just 11 players on the roster, but are excited to do battle and never die as they face the league-leading Titans tonight. Grants Pass looks to get back to winning ways, and it starts with first pitch tonight from the Hanlon Sports Complex. Coming up next on the Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions pregame show, we'll catch up with Nuggets head coach Jeff Weiss in the DNS Harley Davidson Coaches Corner. And we'll have our Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups, along with our affordable truck and RV road trip and weather report, along with first pitch coming up next on GP Nuggets TV Live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Affordable truck and RV for the places you would like to be.
2 wheels, a little time to cut loose, and some buddies who had your back no matter what. Remember those adventures? Maybe it's time to make some new ones. Introducing the new Roadster. Live your legend.
Take a test ride on a true American legend at DNS Harley Davidson.
Experience the Rogue River aboard this historical adventure full of wildlife and the breathtaking views of the legendary Hellgate Canyon. Our 2-hour, 36-mile Hellgate jet boat excursion offers you the best of the Rogue as we weave through the high-walled canyons and spot eagles, deer, and otter, all while your pilot shares the fascinating history of the wild and scenic Rogue River. The quick and scenic tour with Hellgate jet boat excursions. Book yours now at hellgate.com, where your adventure awaits.
Your life story is more than the things you do. It's a story built on the moments you make today impact you have on others? How big is your story going to be? Live your legend.
Take a test ride on a true American legend at DNS Harley-Davidson.
All right, here with the DNS Harley-Davidson Coaches Corner, head coach Jeff Weiss. How you doing?
Not too bad.
So on the road once again, your final league road trip of the season. Just kind of generally, how do you feel about your team against this Willamette Valley team?
We've talked before. This team for Willamette Valley is, well, as we all know, they're number one right now in the league. They can swing it with anybody. So we know that we got a challenge ahead of ourselves.
So Wednesday, the loss in Eugene. We talked to Braden Bellum a little bit after the game, and he seemed, I wouldn't necessarily say positive, but not down on himself or the team. You guys had a meeting out in the outfield, after the game. Can you maybe give us what you can about what was said to your team after the losses in Eugene?
Once again, we told them the same thing we've been preaching all years. We'll have guys on base. It's a matter of somebody coming up and getting the hit when we need it. And we've seen over and over again that, we're competing with everybody in this league. It's a matter of getting over that hump and getting used to winning, which has been tough for us to do. The meeting in the outfield, we talked about that those weren't must-wins, but we are getting close to these games, meaning that they are must-wins. So we're getting close to that point.
Right. So focusing on a positive with your team, I think undoubtedly your offense has probably been your strong point this year, hitting just a shade under 300 as a team, and I think right around 130 runs driven in as a team this season. What have you been preaching specifically to your guys all year, and then what do you attribute their consistency all year to?
Well, we knew coming in that we were going to swing it and that we could swing it with anybody, but it was a matter of, we need to understand that situations. You got to be a team player. You got to be able to, if you guys got guys in running or in scoring position, you got to be able to hit a ground ball, second baseman, score a run. You don't need to smash a double in a gap with a runner at third, less than 2 outs. Have a team at bat, score a run, do your job. So that's what we've been preaching and trying to get these guys to buy into is that philosophy.
So then finally, we'll kind of switch gears a little bit. Defensively had a little bit of trouble in Eugene. How do you fix that, or is it more just up to the players to find it within themselves?
Well, with these guys, they're all, 90% of them are all either college kids or going to college. They know how to field the baseball. And it's a matter of understanding that our pitchers got to be in the zone. They got to throw strikes, and that way, if we walk 2 or 3 in a row, as a defender, you're going to get lackadaisical. You're not going to be on your toes, ready to bounce. So we got to keep them in game. Understand that we got to take care of the baseball. Don't force plays.
Right. All right. Well, thank you very much, and good luck.
I appreciate it.
Welcome back to the Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions pregame show here on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Tonight, the Nuggets are taking on the Willamette Valley Titans once again. As this will wrap up the season series between these two teams. The Titans won game 1 and 2 in Grants Pass earlier on this week on Monday, and now Nuggets look to grab 2 on the road against the first place Willamette Valley Titans. Titans in first place. We take a look now at our Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, the Area 4 standings here in the state of Oregon. Willamette Valley, again, 8-2 in league play, 16-9-1 overall this season. They're actually tied with the Eugene Challengers, who are also 8-2 in league play. They're 21-9 overall this season. The Roseburg Dock Stewarts are 6-6, 17-10 overall this season. As a matter of fact, 17-11 after a loss earlier today. We'll get to that as we move forward. The Grants Pass Nuggets are 5-7, 8-15 overall this season. Medford Mustangs are 4 games back, along with the Nuggets. 4-6 in league play, 15-15 overall this year. The Klamath Falls Falcons have find themselves just about out of the playoff picture, at least earning their spot, as they are the host of the state championship this year. So they will make the state tournament regardless. They're 1-9 in league play, 2-20 overall this season, 7 games back of the Willamette Valley Titans. On the Area 4 scoreboard today, of course, we've got this game, the only league game going on in Area 4, the Nuggets and the Titans, but a couple Area 4 teams are also playing today. Eugene beat the Northwest Star 9-1 earlier today. The Star, academy team out of Portland, again, Eugene beating them 9-1. Roseburg, as a matter of fact, finished their game with the Walla Walla Bears losing 5-2 to Walla Walla at the Corvallis 4th of July tournament. Reno, at the Reno tournament, Medford and Klamath Falls have 2 games apiece going on at the Reno tournament. Move forward into the season. League play resumes on Monday. After today, Eugene will be in town visiting the Grants Pass Nuggets in Willamette Valley. The Titans will be visiting Roseburg, the Dock Stewarts, as those are the only 2 league games going on Monday. And on Tuesday, Medford and Klamath Falls resume league play at Harry and David Field. We'll get you more as we move on tonight. We'll take one last break on the Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions pregame show, and we'll get right into first pitch when we come back after a look at our affordable truck and RV road trip and weather reports. So get ready for our Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Getting closer to first pitch from Springfield between the Willamette Valley Titans and the Grants Pass Nuggets. Before we do so, we'd like to take a look at our affordable truck and RV road trip and weather report here from Springfield. It's a nice temperate 67 degrees, a little bit humid though, 53% humidity. Wind blowing out to the northwest about 10 miles per hour. And we're looking right now, our broadcast point facing the south as our first hitter for the Nuggets steps into the box. We'll bring up our Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, and we'll give you our Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups as we move through the top of the first inning. First pitch to Tyler Rund is hit hard into left field, and it'll be over the left fielder of the Willamette Valley Titans. Tyler Rund going to have a leadoff double to begin things here for Grants Pass. So you see there Tyler Rund leading things off for Grants Pass with a double. Following him in the lineup will be Nick Bastendorf. Peyton Calabro is hitting third and in right field. Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter is going to be Colby Dinkle. We'll get you the rest after this as Nick Bastendorf steps into the box now for Grants Pass. Tyler Rund on second with a leadoff double. Bastendorf lays down a bunt. Play at the bag is in time for Bastendorf, but he does his job. He moves Rund over to third, now with one out in the inning. First pitch to Calabro is swung on, fouled back. On the mound for the Titans is Caden Miller. He was one of the guys to face the Nuggets on Monday whenever the Titans played the Nuggets at Agnew Lytle Field. Caden Miller struck out 7 over his 6 1/3 innings of work. He was relieved by Wyatt Sales, who is the second baseman for the Titans as we get things started from Springfield. A ball and a strike to Calabro. Hitting fifth in the Nuggets order is Ike Gilliland. Andy Lacey's batting sixth on the mound, and hitting seventh for the Nuggets is Peyton Anhorn. Braden Bellum is hitting eighth and at first, and Sean Tobin rounds out the order at second for Grants Pass, at least in the first of 2 from Springfield. 2-1 the count to Calabro. Fouls that one back. Moves the count to 2-2. Calabro, so far on the season for him, as a team, the Nuggets are hitting right near 300 for Calabro. He's hitting 394. A late addition, though. He missed the first about 6 or so games for Grants Pass, but hitting in the about middle of the 300s is pretty good at this point in the season. Calabro has been doing a good job all year, moving runners over and getting on base himself. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to him. Calabro sends that one right to Wyatt Sales, making the easy catch or the second out of the inning. So Tyler Rund remains at third. That'll bring up the Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter, Colby Dinkle. First pitch from Miller is a fastball, ends up inside for ball 1. Dinkle's done a good job of putting the bat to the ball as of late, has been a good contributor in the middle of the order for Grants Pass the last few games. He'll take one in the back there and will get on base with 2 outs in the inning. That will bring up Ike Gilliland, the catcher for Grants Pass. Again, Miller, 7 strikeouts the last time he played the Nuggets. It was Monday at the All Sports Park. It's the last league road trip of the season for Grants Pass. Talk a little bit more about that later on in the broadcast, but the last 6 league games for Grants Pass will all be played at the All Sports Park, the first of which will be against Eugene this coming Monday. So be sure to come out and join us at the All Sports Park in Grants Pass. Gilliland fouls that one back. After Eugene for the Nuggets, it's about a week and a half hiatus, at least from league play, and they resume against Klamath Falls on the following Wednesday. Miller working from the stretch with runners at the corners. The pitch to Gilliland is dribbled out in front of the plate, but will be foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Take a look at what Gilliland sees now. The catcher has had a good eye all season at the plate. As you know, the catchers like to watch the pitch come in. We'll see what he can do now. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. This is outside. See their first base coach for the Nuggets, Josh D'Amico, and at third base coach and head coach for Grants Pass is Jeff Weiss. Swing out in front, Gilliland in the dirt. Throw on to first in time will end the inning. The Nuggets leave 2 stranded, 1 base hit in the inning, still a scoreless tie. So you head to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. I'm happy you could join us for the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Grants Pass Nuggets taking the field for the first time this afternoon in Springfield. On the mound for them is the young gun from Crater, Peyton Anhorn. Anhorn, the youngest Nugget on the roster, graduating from Crater in 2021, though sharing a conference with a lot of the South Eugene guys from Willamette Valley. So we'll name off a couple of those as they come up in the starting lineups. But Peyton Anhorn tasked with trying to minimize the damage against the first place team in Area 4, Willamette Valley Titans, a team that took 2 games from the Nuggets at home less than a week ago. The Titans in one of those games, again I mentioned, outscored them 26-9. A lot of those runs coming in the 20-5 victory for the Willamette Valley Titans. As we get right back into the action, Bryce Betcher leading things off, the starting shortstop for the Titans. Following him is Zach Hart, and then Walker Wanham in the Titans order. We'll get you the rest of the starting lineups after this. The first pitch from Anhorn as he works from the windup. This is outside, will be ball 1. After Wanham, it's Isaiah Burke, the catcher, the cleanup hitter in the lineup for the Titans. Then it's Cade Christ and Trey Nelson. Moving toward the bottom half of the order, 7, 8, 9 is Wyatt Sales, Hunter Brown, and Tristan Vidal. That ball is out of play, foul. A ball and a strike now to Betcher. Betcher, one of the guys in the order that really did damage to the Nuggets the last time around and has been doing damage to all the Area 4 teams all season long. He was responsible for the walk-off base hit against Eugene in the very beginning part of the season, and he gets a lead-off base hit into center field. Betcher aboard with a single. Up next for the Titans is the left-handed hitting designated hitter, Zach Hart. He's hitting for Caden Miller, the pitcher in the lineup, as the throw over to first. Nothing doing. Pitch high and tight to Hart. Hart was generally kept quiet in the game against the Nuggets last time around, but was walked his fair share. So maybe a chance now to do some damage against the Nuggets this time around. Anhorn, 2-0 the count. That one's fouled. Take a more in-depth look at Peyton Anhorn and what his season has been like so far. Anhorn coming into the game is an ERA of 2.7. He pitched very well against the challengers in the couple innings that he did in the first of two. But the game already out of hand at that point, 9-2, the loss for the Nuggets. But Anhorn was able to keep the challengers at bay. He pitched about 3.5 innings in Eugene, trying to get the start going against the Titans here. So he misses high, 3-1. From the stretch, Anhorn fires that one in. Strike two. The count runs full. Runner on first. Nobody out in the inning. Betcher on first after the leadoff single. See what Anhorn comes with now, working out of the stretch. Decides to move over to first is the best option first. Betcher, the leadoff hitter, and definitely a speed threat at first base and a power threat as well at the plate. So always got to be careful of him when he's out there on the field. Anhorn set with the 3-2. That one's fouled off, a line drive down the right field line. Right off the bat here, we'd like to thank Willamette Valley Titans coach Danny Sills for helping us get set up. A little bit of an unorthodox setup for sure, as we're on the field in foul territory. We're marked off, but and couldn't thank Coach Sales enough from Willamette Valley for helping us get set up here at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Still a full count to Zach Hart. As a swing and a miss gets him on strikes. They try to throw him out on the back end, but Betcher gets back safely. So that will be the first out in the inning. Chance now with one out in the first to take a look at the Nuggets defensively. Behind the plate, as has been consistent for the Nuggets all season, is catcher from Crater, Ike Gilliland. From first to third, it's Braden Bellum. At second, it's Sean Tobin. At short, it's Nick Bassendorf. And at third, it's the utility man for the Nuggets, Andy Lacey. We'll get you the outfield after this. That pitch hit hard on the ground past the glove of Bassendorf and into left field. One out base hit that time for Walker Wanham. That will move Betcher to second and bring up the cleanup hitter Isaiah Burke. Isaiah Burke intentionally walked one time against the Nuggets at the old sports park, was smacking the ball all around the ballpark, and again intentionally walked. So a threat to look out for here with one runner in scoring position and only one out in the inning. First pitch taken for a ball to Burke. That one missing as well, 2-0. Gilliland gets his sign from Coach Sanford in the dugout, the pitching and hitting coach for Grants Pass. That one's put in play. Bassendorf gloves it. The throw to first, not in time. And that will load the bases with 1 out in the inning for the Titans. That'll bring up the third baseman, the 5th hitter in the Titans order, Cade Christ. Ball 1 to Christ. Already a great opportunity for the Titans to score early in this one. They've got the bases loaded with 1 out. At third, it's Bryce Betcher. At second, it's Walker Wanham, and at first, you can see him there, is Isaiah Burke. Corners in for Grants Pass, as that one is also taken for a ball. 2-0. Anhorn misses once more. Close to walking in the first run of the ball game, 3-0. Anhorn, you'll generally see a fastball, changeup, curveball, as with most of the pitchers on the Nuggets. And he'll, a high call for strike 1. Anhorn tries to bring it back. That one's popped up foul and will be out of play in the bullpen. So Anhorn, bringing it back, was down 3-0, now runs the count full. Payoff pitch now with 1 out in the inning and the bases loaded. On deck is Trey Nelson. That ball's hit on the ground, will also end up foul. Count remains at 3-2. That one gets through into center field, will bring home 1. Wanham will in fact stay put at third. The throw in a little bit wild. Wanham will stay put. It'll be a 1-0 ball game after the RBI single from Cade Christ. Still 1 out in the inning. Stepping to the box now for the Titans is Trey Nelson, the starting right fielder for Willamette Valley. Four base hits in this inning for the Titans. So they are seeing Anhorn pretty well. Haven't really squared anything up, but have just been able to get the ball through the infield. Two-0 already to Nelson. On deck is Wyatt Sales. Again, I mentioned this the last league road trip of the season for Grants Pass. They resume league play at home on Monday against the Eugene Challengers, who took 2 against Grants Pass on Wednesday, July 3rd, in Eugene at Swede Johnson Stadium. But now the Challengers come into town. And, of course, if you mention gpnuggets.com or GP Nuggets TV at the gate, you'll get in free, and of course we'll feed you at the Nuggets restaurant. Anything from burgers to hot dogs, nachos, and of course famous soft serve ice cream. As that pitch is high and will miss for ball 4 to Nelson, and that will walk home the second run of the ball game. So 2 runs already home for the Titans. As Coach Weiss goes out to the mound. Just him and Anhorn out there right now. So can't imagine a pitching change yet. That was a first walk though issued by Anhorn. He's just been throwing strikes and hasn't allowed the Titans to really square anything up on him. So Weiss will trot back to the dugout And Anhorn will continue his outing against Wyatt Sales. That one fouled for strike one. After Sales, it's Hunter Brown. Sales starting at second base tonight is already the 7th hitter to bat in this inning for the Titans. As a curveball misses, ball and a strike to him. Only one out in this inning. It was a strikeout to Zach Hart. Again, Anhorn's been staying around the zone. So that one hit on the ground to second. To Bassendorf for one on the back end, not in time. They've got to move at third, and they get him at third base. Caught in between was Cade Chris to end the inning, but 3 runs do come home for the Titans in this inning. It's an early 3-0 lead for them heading to the top half of the second inning. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. We're on the top of the second inning, and already the Willamette Valley Titans have a 3-0 lead over the Grants Pass Nuggets. They had 4 hits in that first inning, and were able to push across 3 runs. Anhorn allowed 1 walk, and up at the plate now for Grants Pass is Andy Lacey. The lone left-handed bat and super utility for the Nuggets, as the 6th hitter in the lineup, leading things off here in the second. Duo to him now. It's Lacey, Anhorn, and Bellum due up in the second to try to get something going and maybe chip away or tie the game. They're down 3-0 after 1. The pitch from Miller. Taken for a ball. Miller misses high. It will be a leadoff walk for Andy Lacey. Trots down the first base line. That will bring up Peyton Anhorn, the pitcher for the Nuggets. He tries to help himself out a little here. Again, he gave up 3 runs. They were all earned in the first inning, 4 base hits. But again, as I mentioned, they were not hard hit balls, just ground balls that got through the infield. Lacey dives back safely. The pitch home finds the zone to Anhorn. Strike 1. Lacey, no real lead to speak of off of first. But he takes off instead. A small lead, and that one will bounce around at the backstop. And Lacey will have to go back as it was a foul ball. So it'll be strike 2 to Anhorn. Anhorn, I mentioned, pitching-wise, a 2.7 ERA at the plate for Anhorn so far this season. He's batting only 192 in 59 plate appearances this season. Took him a while to get going, but recently Anhorn has been swinging the bat all right. Again, the youngest Nugget on the team, so having to prove himself early on in the year, and started to do so on the Nuggets road trip to Roseburg. As that one is hit right back to Miller. He's going to make the save play and just toss it to Wanham for the first out in the inning. In the meantime, though, Lacey to second. Now we'll bring up Braden Bellum. Hit the big 3-run home run in Eugene on Wednesday. There's a pitch that you won't see a lot of guys swing at. It was up near where his elbows are in his batting stance, but he was able to get a good swing on it and drive it over the left field fence. Bellum, that one's a towering fly ball into left field. But the catch will be easily made by Hunter Brown in left for the second out of the inning. Brings up the number 9 hitter in the order for GP. It's Sean Tobin. Tobin so far this year hitting .341. He's got 7 RBIs on the year, with one potentially out there waiting for him at second in the person of Andy Lacey. Swings through that one. See what Miller comes with here. That one will miss in the dirt. Tobin at the dish now, a Grants Pass High School graduate of 2019. Also a Grants Pass graduate of 2019 in the same lineup. It would be Peyton Calabro, Colby Dinkle, and Braden Bellum, all guys who are cavemen this past spring and got their diploma. Zone missed high, 2-1. Pitch to Tobin is taken into center field. They're going to hold Lacey at third, and no, having trouble in center was Vidal, so Lacey will trot home safely for the first run of the day for Grants Pass. Score it a single and an error, but in the meantime, it still will be an RBI for Sean Tobin. Back to the top of the order now for Grants Pass is Tyler Rund. Rund is 1 for 1 with a double in the first. Takes a curveball there for strike 1. Big sweeping breaking ball. 0-2 to Rund. 2 outs in the inning with the runner in scoring position. It's Sean Tobin, but he did get that RBI earlier on in this inning. And we'll see what Tyler Rund can find here, down 0-2 in the count. He takes it. A pitch that was close, was outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Change up high in the zone. Tyler Rund takes it into left center field. Brown is going to put it away for the third and final out of the inning. The Nuggets push one across, leaving one stranded. One base hit in the inning off the bat of Sean Tobin. They still trail 3-1. We head to the bottom of the second. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Anhorn still on the mound for the Nuggets as we resume the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 8-9-1 in the Willamette Valley order to get things started against Anhorn on the mound. He fires in ball 1. It's Hunter Brown, Tristan Vidal, and Bryce Betcher. That ball's hit high in the air into center field. Tyler Rund stumbles on his way to that one. It will bounce up against the wall. He finally gets to it, a leadoff double for Hunter Brown. That'll bring up the right-handed hitting center fielder, Tristan Vidal, who pitched the nightcap in Grants Pass. Might have a chance to see him on the mound later on tonight. That's starting in center field in Game 1. As he lays down the bunt, throw on to first, and Vidal beats it out. As that'll be runners at the corners with nobody out in the inning. Back to the top of the order is Bryce Betcher. Betcher's 1 for 1 with a single. He came around to score. Led things off with a single to center field. First pitch from Anhorn. Misses. Anhorn has given up 5 hits already to the Titans. Scratch that, it's actually 6 hits for Willamette Valley, and the problem before for Anhorn was finding the strike zone, and now that he's found it, you just gotta, make sure that guys aren't just whacking him around the ballpark. As Betcher takes off for second, no throw. So they in fact toss it down to third. So wind starts to pick up here, again blowing about 10 miles an hour to the northwest, and where you're looking right now, the left field foul pole is pretty much directly south, just to give you an idea. So swinging strike from Anhorn makes the count 2-1. Betcher still at the plate. A breaking ball from Anhorn is scorched foul. 2-2. Big breaking ball. That one's going to be laced into center field for a single. One run comes around to score. Vidal not soon after. Two more runs across for the Titans makes the score 5-0. That will bring up Zach Hart, who struck out his first time through. Betcher was able to advance to second on the throw, so a single and advancing on the throw, as that one will be chopped foul for strike one. Another one hit foul. 0-2. Zach Hart again struck out his first time through. The only Titan to strike out so far in this game, in danger of making it 2 here against Anhorn. That one's popped up. Fairly deep center field. Tyler Rund makes the catch in center, and that's the first out of the inning. Betcher, the runner at second, stays at home, and that brings up Walker Wanham, who singled his first time through and then came around to score in the 3-run first inning for Willamette Valley. Anhorn from the stretch. The first pitch to Wanham is called strike one. Hit on the ground. Tobin comes up with it. The throw to first in time. Betcher moves to third. The second out of the inning. That will bring up Isaiah Burke. Burke also singled, but was left stranded in scoring position in the first inning. Nice play by Lacey at third. The throw to first in time will end the inning. The Titans, they push 2 runs across on 3 base hits in the inning. They leave one stranded. They lead 5-1. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires, GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Your concrete supplies are available at Riverside Ready Mix Incorporated. Get everything from bolts to rebar. Ensure you have the quality supplies you need to get the job done. Get ready mixed concrete delivered right to your home or business. We have over 50 years of experience supplying quality concrete. Are you in need of a new septic or water tank? Call us for an appointment to take advantage of our exceptional precast septic and water tank sales. Call now.
Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Take a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. You can see the Titans lead 5-1 in only the third inning against the Grants Pass Nuggets. Due up for Grants Pass as they try to chip away is Nick Bassendorf, Peyton Calabro, and Colby Dinkle. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup against Caden Miller on the mound for the Titans. Trying to get a good look at him here behind our base umpire. There he is peeking out. Miller through the first couple innings only giving up 2 hits. 1 run, he struck out 1 and walked 2. He looks to continue to roll against this Grants Pass Nuggets lineup. Nick Bassendorf leading things off. Is laid down a bunt for a sacrifice his first time through. So we'll see what he can do now leading off this inning. Take strike 1. The Nuggets only take one more road trip this season, and it's to Bend to play the Bend Bucks, sort of acting as effectively a JV team to the Bend Elks, who, if you follow Nuggets baseball, know that Vinny Savolta, one of last year's Nuggets, in the 2017, one of the recipients of the Glenn Reese Scholarship Award, plays again for the Bend Elks. Last night, hit a home run in an 11-1 victory for the Bend Elks against the Wenatchee Apple Sox. So Vinny Savolta continuing to do well in his baseball career. And a former Nugget. Bend Elks, part of the West Coast League. Also in the West Coast League, from Oregon at least, Portland Pickles and the Corvallis Knights. Corvallis also the host of an Area 4 tournament where the Roseburg Dock Stewarts fell to the Walla Walla Bears 5-2 earlier today. It's that pitch to Bassendorf, grounded up the middle and past the glove of Wyatt Sales into center field. Nick Bassendorf, a leadoff single in the third. That will bring up Peyton Calabro. Calabro, a line drive to the second baseman Sales his first time through. That base hit from Bassendorf, only the third base hit for the Nuggets thus far in this game. The other 2 belonging to Sean Tobin and Tyler Rund. Calabro hits one off the inside part of the bat. 5-4-3, and they got him. A double play. And now, quick 2 outs in this inning. That brings up Colby Dinkle. Dinkle was hit by a pitch his first at-bat. First pitch to him is taken for ball 1. (2-0) now to Dinkle. Miller having trouble finding the zone against Colby Dinkle. One thing you notice about Dinkle is the big neon green bat. The only Nugget in the order to use the big neon green bat. Might be throwing Caden Miller off a bit here as he fires in strike 1. High and inside to Colby Dinkle. Dinkle, as I mentioned before, graduating from Grants Pass this past spring. A second-year Nugget as he grounds one to Wyatt Sales. Sales has a little bit of trouble with it, but he will throw on to first in time to end the inning. Nuggets still trail 5-1 as in the order for the Willamette Valley Titans. When we return, it's going to be Cade Christ, Trey Nelson, and Wyatt Sales as they look to expand upon their 5-1 lead. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires, GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 5-1 the score. The Willamette Valley Titans ahead of your Grants Pass Nuggets in the bottom of the third inning. They've gotten to Peyton Anhorn a little bit here, as that one nearly came in and hit the leadoff hitter, Christ, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI so far. Anhorn has been around the strike zone, only walking 2 guys so far, striking out 1. Problem is he's given up 7 hits, 5 of which have come around to score. But Van Horn can continue to stay around the zone. That's what you want to do. Continue throwing his circle changeup down and get the curveball in, as that's a line drive to left field over the head of Colby Dinkle in left. Finally able to get it in, but not before Christ winds up at second with the leadoff double for the Titans. That brings up the 6th hitter in the order, Trey Nelson, who walked his first time through, so no official at-bat for him yet. He looks at that one for ball 1. The throw to second from Gilliland a little bit wild, but nothing doing on the throw. A 2-0 count now to Trey Nelson. Payton breaking out the slide step a little bit, but still misses wide. That one will miss for ball 4. So, 2 runners on now with nobody out in the inning. That brings up Wyatt Sales, who grounded into a double play, though sort of an unorthodox double play, as he was not one of them thrown out, as a toss to second, and then the tag applied at third for the double play in the first inning. Missing wide is Anhorn. 1-0. Anhorn's walked 3 batters so far in this one. None of them yet have come around to score, though, so doing a good job of keeping those on base. Though one of the walks in the first inning caused a run to come home, but none of the walks bringing anyone home. And that walk that caused someone to come home on the force with the bases loaded was Trey Nelson, who is on first again via the walk. That one's popped up in the infield. Braden Bellum makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Brings up Hunter Brown, who doubled his first time through. First pitch to Brown is off his helmet, it looks like, and that will load the bases. That brings up Tristan Vidal, who singled his first time through. So at third base for the Titans is Cade Christ. At second, it's Trey Nelson. And at first, it's Hunter Brown. At the plate is Tristan Vidal. He takes strike 1. Fantastic block behind the plate from Gilliland. So I guess this is the first time I'll mention it this broadcast, as I have done so many times before. Gilliland has been a rock for the Nuggets this year. As many probably came into this year, at least casual fans, thinking that Colby Dinkle will primarily be doing the catching. But it's been all Ike Gilliland, as that one will drop in front of Peyton Calabro in right. The throw in gets away, and it will bring in 1 run. So an RBI single for Tristan Vidal brings in Cade Christ. It moves Nelson to third, Hunter to second. Makes it a 6-1 ball game. Back to the top of the order now as Bryce Betcher is taking his third at-bat in the third inning. Has one in each frame so far. As he gets a hold of that one into the Willamette Valley Titans dugout. As everyone's ducking for cover there. Betcher 2 for 2, 2 RBIs to his credit so far. Count, ball and a strike to him now. That one will come in and hit Betcher in on the elbow. Looked like he winced a little bit, and that will bring home a run in the process. So now a 7-1 ball game. So Zach Hart, 0 for 2. He is only one of the 2 Titans to not get on base so far, the only other being Wyatt Sales, who is grounded out and flown out to this point. As for Hart, he has struck out and flown out to center field so far in this game, but bases loaded. He connects with that one, sends it to center field. Tyler Rund heads back, makes the catch, tagging from third and scoring is Hunter Brown. So that'll be 2 outs in the inning, but a run comes home to score, 8-1. The sacrifice fly from Zach Hart. To the mid of the order now, Walker Wanham, who's 1 for 2, grounded out his last time through the order. On the move is Betcher from first. No throw. He's going to get in there safely. So at third it's Vidal, and at second it's Betcher. That pitch will miss. 1-0. Hit on the ground, Lacey able to glove it. Throw on the run, picked out of the dirt, no, Bellum unable to grab that one. So it will be a error on Andy Lacey on the throw as Vidal comes in to score. Betcher to third now, and at first it's Wanham. Isaiah Burke, the 9th man in the order, due up for the Titans. 3-0 now to Isaiah Burke, who is 1 for 2 so far. That one smoked into center field. Tyler Rund will make the catch, though, heading back to the warning track for the final out of the inning. 4 runs come across for the Titans in the third on 3 base hits. They lead 9-1 over the Grants Pass Nuggets. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Your life story is more than the things you do. It's a story built on the moments you make today and the impact you have on others. How big is your story going to be? Live your legend.
Take a test ride on a true American legend at DNS Harley-Davidson.
Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. In the top of the 4th inning, the Willamette Valley Titans lead the Grants Pass Nuggets 9-1. For the Titans, 9 runs on 7 hits. They've committed 1 error. They've left 5 runners on base. For the Nuggets, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They've left 3 runners on base. Due up in the order for Grants Pass as they look to chip away at the lead is Ike Gilliland, Andy Lacey, and Peyton Anhorn. That's 5, 6, 7 in the order for the Nuggets. Look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard there, courtesy of Timber Country Coca-Cola. We invite you to share a Coke with us this summer on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Again, courtesy of Timber Country Coca-Cola. Ike Gilliland stepping into the box now against Caden Miller, who again faced the Nuggets on Monday in Grants Pass, striking out 7 over 6 1/3 innings of work. Gilliland muscles a pitch into right field, and that will get down for a base hit. Warming up behind us in the Grants Pass bullpen is Sean Tobin. 4th base hit for the Nuggets off the bat of Gilliland. In steps the left-handed hitting Andy Lacey. Lacey, no official at-bat yet. He's walked in his only plate appearance today as he takes strike 1. That one gets through and into center field. Base hit. Back-to-back base hits have the Nuggets in business here in the 4th inning. Only the 3rd time they've had a runner in scoring position this game, as it's Peyton Anhorn, the pitcher, looking to help himself out. Anhorn so far, he's 0 for 1. Tries to lay down a bunt, decides better of it. Miller decides to step off. Has been hittable today. Again, 5 for the Nuggets so far. They've had a couple runners in scoring position. This is another good chance to convert, though, but definitely far from his 7 strikeout appearance in GP earlier this season. As it was a bunt attempt fouled from Anhorn. Miller so far today has only struck out 1. He's walked 2, and he's given up 1 run. Lacey Small lead off of first. Burke setting up outside for the pitch from Miller. He's going to take that one for a ball. Willamette Valley Titans, of course, tied for first place with the Eugene Challengers, the team that the Nuggets played Wednesday and will play again Monday at home. Both teams 8-2 in league play, the Titans and the Challengers, that is. The Nuggets 4 games back of both teams, as that one has popped up in the infield. Sales will call everyone off and make the play. He'll bring up Braden Bellum. He's 0 for 1 in this game so far, but again had the big 3-run home run for the Nuggets against the Eugene Challengers. It put them up 6-1, and then the Nuggets sort of defensively fell apart in the 5th inning. The Challengers were able to push 6 runs across and eventually win the game 8-6 as Bellum fouls off the first pitch he sees. 0-1. One out in the inning. At second, it's Gilliland, and at first, it's Andy Lacey. Bellum is out in front of that one, 0-2. Both runners aboard via the base hit for Grants Pass. The 0-2 to Bellum is shoved to shortstop, 6-4-3, and Bellum beats out the double play on the back end. So he'll reach on a fielder's choice to be the second out in the inning, and that will bring up Sean Tobin, who again was just warming up in the bullpen behind us. See what we can do here with the runner at third, 2 outs in the inning. Mentioned the Nuggets playing the Challengers on Monday, and I might have to wait until next inning as the toss to first will end it. Willamette Valley Titans still lead 9-1 after the Nuggets strand 2 in the 4th. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. New man on the mound for the Grants Pass Nuggets is Sean Tobin. He's coming in relief of Peyton Anhorn. Get you the final stats for Anhorn on the day. Went 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. He struck out 1, and he walked 3. Tobin comes in. He's going to end up facing the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order for the Titans. That's Isaiah Burke, Cade Christ, and Trey Nelson. Due up in the order for the Titans. Pardon, it'll be Chris Nelson and Wyatt Sales, as Burke was the final out of the third inning. Chris is 2 for 2 so far today with an RBI. He's single and a double so far, and is the first task for Sean Tobin. The first pitch is fired in there for strike one. And as I mentioned before we went to break, the Nuggets, of course, hosting the Eugene Challengers. This their last league road trip of the season. They take one more to Bend to play the Bucks. But other than that, we'll be home for the rest of the year. For the Titans, their next league game is against the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. That game will be played in Roseburg at Legion Field. Other than that, though, the Medford Mustangs and the Klamath Falls Falcons wait to resume league play for them until Tuesday. And that game will be played at Harry and David Field as the Falcons travel across Highway 140. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike two, 1-2 the count. That'll be a base hit into right field for Cade Christ. Defensive changes for Grants Pass. Peyton Calabro moving over to third. Andy Lacey, the third baseman, moving over to second. And now into right field, the pitcher who started this game for the Nuggets, Peyton Anhorn. That pitch is taken, 1-0 to Trey Nelson. Nelson's walked twice so far, so no official at-bat yet as he watches ball two go across the plate. For Sean Tobin on the year for him. Has not pitched very much for the Nuggets. Hasn't had a start yet. He's had a couple relief appearances, but nothing real for him yet. Only 13 innings pitched, and in those 13 innings, he has an above 8 ERA. But just looking to try to keep the Titans right where they are, so hopefully the Nuggets can try to make a run at something as they still trail 9-1. And that will be a walk. The third one of the day for Trey Nelson. First one issued by Sean Tobin. Bring up Wyatt Sales. Sales is 0 for 2. He sees the first pitch from Tobin. Down around the knees, but will be called strike one. See Bellum playing in on the grass in front of the runner. It's 0-2 to Sales with nobody out in the inning. Runners at first and second. The Titans have scored in every inning so far. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 4 in the third. As that one will be popped foul. Sales stays alive, still 0-2. Nuggets have only scored 1 run, and it was back in the second inning. That pitch chopped to third. Calabro picks it up, tosses to first. That'll be the first out in the inning. Meantime, though, runners move to second and third with 1 out in the inning. Bringing up Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown is 1 for 1. He doubled and walked so far. Nuggets down 9-1 here. You take a look at this season. They've lost 5 straight overall, 4 straight league contests. 2 against the Titans on Monday, then 2 more against the Challengers. And making it 5 overall, losing 1 in their road trip up north to Salem and Kaiser. But the Nuggets trying their best to stay positive. They know they can be competitive with these teams, according to head coach Jeff Weiss. That's what he told us in the DNS Harley-Davidson Coaches Corner at the beginning of the broadcast, saying, you know you can be competitive. The Nuggets can definitely swing the bat. It's just a matter of locking down the defense and pitching, as Bassendorf will backhand that one. Throw brings Bellum off the bag, so 1 run will come around to score. Make it a 10-1 ball game. Chris touches the plate. Nelson moves to third. Brown reaches first on the E5, credited to Peyton Calabro. And that brings up Tristan Vidal, who is 2 for 2. First pitch to Vidal misses. Swings through that one. Will even the count at 1. Vidal, again, I mentioned, pitched game 2, the nightcap in Grants Pass. The game where the Titans would go on to win 20-5. Vidal makes contact with that one. A slow roller to short, and unable to make the throw in time. He beats out the infield single. Tristan Vidal, an RBI. That brings home Trey Nelson. And up to the box now is Bryce Betcher. Already 2 runs home in the inning for the Titans. 1 away, and it's strike 1. Only out in this inning so far was Wyatt Sales. Makes him 0 for 3. He grounded out. Betcher connects with that one. And it's a fair ball down the left field line. The play in at third goes wild. Vidal will decide to stay put, as couldn't find the signal from the umpire there. It looks like the base runners didn't know either. So it'll be runners at second and third. 1 more run comes home. 9th base hit of the ball game for the Titans. And now Zach Hart looks to add more. One count. Zach Hart is 0 for 2, a sacrifice fly and an RBI in his last plate appearance. He pops that one up, and it will be foul right by the dugout. Tobin's been rattled a bit in this inning. Fires in the 0-2. Taken for strike 3. He gets Zach Hart looking for the second out of the inning. Second strikeout for Zach Hart. Now Walker Wanham, who's 1 for 3. He reached on an error his last time through. Gonna have a pinch hitter in for Wanham. It's number 9, Brooks Robertson. As he swings through that one, strike 1. So Robertson comes in place of Walker Wanham, who finishes his day 1 for 3. Robertson batting from the left side. He now faces an 0-2 count. Sean Tobin, a breaking ball. Grounded to the second base bag. Bassendorf fields it. Throws to first. Will end the inning. 3 runs come across, making the score 12-1. Willamette Valley Titans a big lead. The Nuggets only have 3 outs to try to put up 2 runs on the board. Again, 12-1 the score. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. This half inning brought to you by People's Bank and Mock Ford on Southeast 6th Street. And Quick Lane Oil Change, of course, part of Mock Ford, again on Southeast 6th Street in Grants Pass. Leading off this inning for the Grants Pass Nuggets is Tyler Rund. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Grants Pass as they try to get back within range of this game as they trail 12-1. Ball and a strike to Rund. Nuggets have only been able to get 4 hits together as a team so far. Caden Miller still out there on the bump, as though he hasn't really tallied up his strikeout numbers. He's still pitched incredibly well for Willamette Valley to this point in the game. Only given up the 4 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. He struck out 1 and walked 2 to this point in the game. The 2-1 from him is taken low. In danger of losing Tyler Rund to lead off this inning. Tyler is 1 for 2 on the day, a double and a flyout for him so far. And a leadoff walk for Tyler Rund. It's Coach Sanford now coaching first base for the Nuggets. Still at third in the third base coaching box is Nuggets head coach Jeff Weiss. Bassendorf stepping into the box now for the Nuggets. He's going to foul off the first pitch he sees for strike 1. So far on the evening for Bassendorf, he's 1 for 2. A single back in the third inning. Move over to first. Rund dives back safely. Bassendorf takes strike 2. Bassendorf does not strike out often, has an incredible 2-out approach. We'll see what he can work with here. Pitch from Miller Bassendorf might have thought it was strike 3. Takes a couple steps towards the dugout, but it'll be ball 1 instead. Miller comes set with the 1-2. That'll be taken for ball 2. Bassendorf has only struck out 8 times so far this season. It's about once every 3 games on average as he ground ball there to Sales to first. Bassendorf grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. The second one turned by the Willamette Valley Titans today. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Peyton Calabro. Transition from right field to third base last half inning to allow Sean Tobin to come in on the bump for the Nuggets. Down to their final out of game 1. Again, it's a doubleheader here in Springfield. So right after this one, about a 30-minute hiatus between 2 games, I guess you could say, and we'll be right back at you with more of the presentation of the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Of course, we'll talk more about that as the broadcast goes on. A ground ball to third. The throw on to Wanham. He picks it out of the dirt, and that will be the game. A 12-1 victory for the Willamette Valley Titans here in Game 1. We'll be right back at you with the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show right after this on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here from the Hamlin Sports Complex in Springfield. The Nuggets dropping the first of 2 today against the Willamette Valley Titans, 12-1. The finals for Willamette Valley through this 5-inning game. 12 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Grants Pass Nuggets, 1 run on 4 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Winning pitcher for the Willamette Valley Titans, Caden Miller. He pitched all 5 innings, giving up just 5 hits, 1 run, it would unearned, and 1 strikeout, 2 walks for him in the start against the Nuggets today. Losing pitcher was Peyton Anhorn. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. He struck out 1 and walked 3. Coming in relief of him, the only other pitcher of the day was Sean Tobin. He came in and pitched the final inning, gave up 3 hits, and 3 runs came across. 1 of them was earned. He walked 1. No strikeouts for him in his 1-inning appearance. Be right back with one more break in our Evergreen Federal Bank post-game show, and we'll take a look at the Area 4 standings as they are after this win for the Willamette Valley Titans. 12-1 the final. You're watching the Evergreen Federal Bank post-game show on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
affordable truck and RV for the places you would like to be.
Welcome back to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 12-1 the final from the first of two in Springfield. The Nuggets dropping this one, their third loss in league play against the Willamette Valley Titans this season. Marks their sixth straight overall loss and their fifth straight league loss on the season. We take a look now at our Timber Country Area 4 standings, courtesy of Timber Country Coca-Cola. The Willamette Valley Titans 9-2 in league play after this win over the Nuggets. They're now 17-9-1 overall this season. They now lead half a game over the Eugene Overhead Door Challengers, who are 8-2. 8-2, 20-9 overall this season. The Roseburg Dock Stewards are 6-6 in league play, and they are 17-11 overall after dropping one to the Walla Walla Bears earlier today. The Grants Pass Nuggets now fall to 5-8 in league play, 8-16 overall. They're now 4.5 games back of the Willamette Valley Titans. Medford Mustangs are 4-6, 15-15 overall. They're at the Reno tournament right now. They're 4 games back of the Willamette Valley Titans. The Klamath Falls Falcons also at the Reno tournament, 1-9 in league play, 2-20 overall on the seasons. The offensive spots for the Nuggets, the only 4 guys to get a base hit. Tyler Rund finished his day 1 for 2. Nick Bassendorf finished it also 1 for 2. Ike Gilliland was 1 for 2, and Andy Lacey was 1 for 2. Only 1 extra base hit all day for the Nuggets, and it was the first at-bat of the game. Tyler Rund led things off with the double, and that was the only extra base hit the Nuggets had all afternoon. Of the 4 guys they left in scoring position, of the 4 guys they left on base, 2 were left in scoring position for Grants Pass. And trying to improve upon that, as Coach Jeff Weiss said, needing to play more team ball, hopefully to just push those runners across, because 12-1 against the Willamette Valley Titans isn't going to cut it, especially when you're a team who averages anywhere between 4 and 5 runs a ball game when you're the Grants Pass Nuggets. Well, that'll about do it for us for Game 1. Again, 12-1 the final. About 20 more minutes before we get set for first pitch of Game 2 here from Springfield. To watch that game, all you have to do is stay put right where you are on GP Nuggets TV, on GrantsPassNuggets.com, or our YouTube page at Play Action Sports Media 541 on YouTube for Game 2 in about 20 minutes. 12-1 the final here. I'm Josh Eldridge, and you've been watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.